Here is the barrel that's finishing up with medium grit. And this is 120 graded grit. And look, no grit left. This is what we expect to see. This is going to get moved on to pre-polish after inspecting. And so what I'm going to do is I'll just move them over to another bucket as I go through the cleaning. Again, no burnishing, no nothing, just quick cleaning. And as I get down, I will clean him some more. Just see right there, needs to be up with more water. Now, if I really wanted to, I could have probably rolled these for another 5 days without even opening it up for a total of 10 days, and it could have gone straight to polish. But that's not how I do things. It is an option. But I like running my specific grit and polish levels per time. That way there I can sit and predict what the results are going to be. It's time to rinse it again. You get the idea. Do one more quick rinse. There we go. Okay. I've got to get the other 4 barrels emptied and ready to move on to the next step for whatever that barrel is for. Well, I think it's time to move these in. It's a couple hours later. And it's time to move some of these into those and add some of that and some of both of those there and shake them for 3 days. So there is no methodology to what I'm doing. I'm just making sure I put... Oh, that one doesn't want to go. Enough in here. Looking at some of these, you're going to turn out pretty cool. Some of them are just going to be average. Let me see. Let's go one more. That's enough. And then put a few in here. Now this big one here, it'll fit. But I'm going to hang on to this one and do this one with a bunch of smalls. That's going to go. Now there's one problem with this type of tumbler, vibratory tumbler I have, is anything bigger than this here, it's going to be really too big. This one here is even kind of pushing the size limit. But this one here is going in my more aggressive machine of the two that I have. And so it can handle this a little bit better. Yeah, put a few more in there. Okay, now we are going to go through here and add the media. And let's talk about media. I only use ceramic media with a mix of small stuff. And these are usually cuttings from trim saw or whatever that I've went ahead and ran through, and they're good size for media. Nothing of mine goes to waste, including those that escape. Every rock I touch, every bit of it gets used. It either gets polished or it gets turned into media. So the mix of media to ceramics to media here is probably a 30 to 35% to 70 to 30 to 35% to 65 to 70%, somewhere around there. 1/3, there we go. 1/3 rock material, 2/3 media. And so what I do is I'll put enough of this in here to satisfy me. And then I'll show you what the next step is once these are all full. So I fill it just below knuckle deep on each one of those. And then now it's time to add the water. But the idea of these, the material has to just be damp. So I take the original lid that came with these, with a whole bunch of holes drilled on it. Drain the water out. Good enough. Shake it around a little bit. There we go. Same thing for the next one. Shake it around a little bit. Now, time to dry a hand, because then we get into this stuff. Pre-polish aluminum oxide. Half a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon. But I want a little bit more action on these. So I'll go a little bit more. And a tablespoon of borax. And I put these lids on it, which are different than the ones you can buy. Get these on Amazon. These are for metal cans. And now these are going to vibe for 2.5 to 3 days. When I'm done, I'm going to clean them up really good, right in the strainer. And I will add the same amount of aluminum oxide polish. This is stuff from the rock shed. There is no magic here. I get excellent results with this. And yeah, anybody can do it. Just got to get the right tumbler for it. There they go. Just turn it on. The other one I've got a special project for. I'll do that later. But that's all there is to it. So 3 days, rinse them off. Do the same thing with aluminum oxide, roll it for 2 days. So the next time you see these, they will be polished. Probably be in a different video. Here are the results. Although it's several months later, life gets in the way of rocks. But as you can tell, did a pretty good job of getting a good shine on these. This is one of my favorite ones. This one here, Stand With Me. It is incredible. But yeah, turned out pretty good. Now, I gave you some pretty specific instructions or directions or how I do it. But keep in mind, that is how I do it. My equipment my procedures are specific for my equipment. And if you want to get results like this on yours, you have to do pretty much the same thing I did, is just keep trying, adjust your recipe and procedures, and go for it. Now, I'll be honest, this is probably some of the simpler material to get a shine on, since it's already been rounded off by Mother Nature through years and years and years of flooding issues. You got a yellow jacket buzzing around here, of course. And so I started off with some pretty good material to work with. See, there's a yellow jacket there. And it made it pretty good. I've got access to this material as much as I want, as much as I want to carry and haul. I think we've hauled out of one spot 500 or 600 pounds off of private property in about a year's time. But you know, this stuff is just fun and relaxing for me to work on. And I love the shine that can be got with this stuff. And it doesn't matter which one you pick up, they're all pretty much the same. Nice, good polish. Not bad for size. It's a pretty decent size one for how I do things. Look at this thing here. Let's see. Oh, I like this one here too. Look at the colors on this one. And another good one here. So just remember, everyone's life's an adventure. Then there's mine taking months to polish some rocks. This is the Adventures of JawsJr. Have a good one, everybody. See ya.